Hello, hello, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XI. So, let's get the show on the road and do the Sandioria missions. I might not talk as much, which is probably a relief to some of you. My throat has begun to hurt from all the back-to-back recordings that I did over the course of like 2 days for Windurst missions. Anyway, we're on to Tech 3 again, but this time for Sandioria. Yeah, I'm sure that's the only place you heard of me, Halver. I already have an adventure certificate, you son of a bitch. Letter to the consoles. Yay! Let's go to Windurst first. I'm sure they won't have any sort of crazy bitch work for us to do. But also, in this fashion, because we've rotated through all 3 nations, we'll also have slain all 3 dragons, and gain access to all 3 titles of the different black dragons you have to fight in this mission. Because even though they're all essentially the same, one is the Dread Dragon, one's the Black Dragon, and one's the Dark Dragon. Something like that. So to Windurst we go, and the Sandiorian Embassy is pretty much... Oh wow, we don't have one of the home point crystals here. Whatever. It's in Windurst Woods, it's right across from the monastery. I think the Bastoken console is in Port Windurst. Yeah, I remember. It is, because that's where we went when we did the, 2 Tag 3 mission via Bastock. Consul Maurice's, huh? Or Maurice's? Maurice's? Oh, Sandioria is a motherland, not a fatherland, huh? That's interesting. The oblation of magic armor to Gideus, the front lines of the abode of the Gudo Beastmen. A magic shield will be handed to you at Heaven's Tower and Windurst Walls. Your orders are to deliver it to the Gudo treasure chamber, deep in the underground of Gideus. Have you had the misfortune of meeting the Yagudo yet? They have made a nasty practice out of ganging up to attack travelers who pass through Saruda Baruda. Look at that hot elven babe with the black hair there. To his, well, his left, our right. The situation is most exasperating. However, I must command you to go and give the Yagudo their magic shield. But at the same time, I entreat you to deprive the other Yagudo you meet along the way of 2 of their shields, making up for the imbalance. Now off with you. Okay, well, I actually looked this one up ahead of time a little bit, and I didn't go ahead and get both shields, but I got one of the shields that he wants you to get. But it comes from one notorious monster in Gideus, Zuzixu or whatever, the Silent. It's the Piranha Shield. It only has the exclusive tag, so that just means you can't sell it on the auction house or trade it to other players. And we'll have to get another one. But I think first we gotta go to get that key item shield from the thing that we gotta take to their vault or whatever. It's kind of annoying, but we'll get it done pretty quickly, I think. I hope. Go to Heaven's Tower. Speak to Kupipi. Oh my god, I thought we were done with Heaven's Tower. Jesus Christ. Well, actually, this time we actually will be done with Heaven's Tower. Unless we actually have to go back there for some other quest later in life, which I hope we don't, because I'm tired of going there. Fortunately, we don't have to go to the top. We just have to talk to Kupipi. I've always said her name that way. I guess you could say it Kapipi, or Kup-Epi, or Kapai-Pai, or something like that, technically, I guess. If you didn't want to say Pee-Pee. Kapipi? I don't know. These are fantasy names, and they're never spoken out loud by anyone we'll ever meet. Except for we players. But I draw the line at quavers. I'm still never gonna get... Oh, we got an obligatory meeting with Lion again. I swear her boobs look a little bit bigger every time. I'm an adventurer like you. I haven't yet taken an arrow in the knee. Are you good or just using the frightened Taratar to get more and more supplies? Yep. Don't worry, I already helped them out about that. There's something else? Rhapsody's bullshit? That you've already done? Yep. And in case you didn't watch the other missions that we did for Windurst, they wipe your memory for national security, and this is supposed to be the excuse for all the cutscenes. Similar cutscenes and same cutscenes replaying, because now your character doesn't know anymore, and so this is how it really happened this time, or whatever. But supposedly they'll undo the memory erasure when we switch back to Bastok, inevitably. Kind of funny though, I was about to record a few hours ago, but then Gain EXP started, and I was like, you know what, I'm actually still super behind on merits if I want to merit every job. So I stayed on Dragoon, and I went to Lufay's Meadows, and I did merit burning with trusts on the Abraxas there. Dragoon handles them surprisingly well with trusts, because they're weak to piercing damage and resistant to everything else. I think they're weak to darkness though. But, dicks. No, but, Okay, so we don't need to go to Balga's Die, but the teleport was the fastest way into Gideus, so I took it. But yeah, I was getting up to about chain 55 to 60, depending on how fast I re-summon my healing trusts, and how many links I got, and how much trouble I got. Because the Abraxas up there are like level 84 or something. They're almost 10 levels higher. I think they might even just be 10. They might be 85. I don't remember, but they're rock type monsters. Same type of monster as like Simurgh or Rock. Or Suzaku. They don't have any magic, but they have all the standard rock moves that are all problematic and stuff, and hit really hard and stun you and blind you and increase their evasion and whatnot. And I kind of forgot that they are literally resistant to... They have a 25% resistance to slashing and blunt damage. So, like, first time I went there, I actually tried going on Dark Knight. Before this was actually before the most recent Conquest Cali, though it wasn't tonight. But I tried going there on Dark Knight to see how it would compare to Golems and Sky. And you never run out of spawns down there, and they can't root you in place, so that's good. But you don't want to do it on Dark Knight or anything that can only use like slashing as a good weapon, because there's such a high level compared to 75 that you need as much accuracy as possible, and you also want a lot of attack. So you want a weapon you're proficient in that's piercing, and Dark Knight's best one is Dagger. Dark Knight will still do good damage to them, but Dragoon can do the same or better with easier skill chaining properties for trusts. Because you also definitely want to use Shantato too, the Magic Burst skill chains, to kill them quickly, because they have somewhere around 7,000 to 8,000 HP, which is a lot for a merit monster. That Amon the Ironbreaker, he drops a level 12 knife called an Asper Knife that's also exclusive. I don't know what his drop is for, but he respawns every 5 minutes like a normal monster, so we have no interest in him. But here's the one we have interest in, and he also respawns every 5 minutes. We've already killed him once though, so yeah, I did a little pre-recording help, or whatever, however you want to phrase it. Did a little prep. But not just Kobe for prep. If there's any butt fucking in my house, it's me butt fucking my girlfriend, who I'm gonna propose to on New Year's, because we've been together for 4 years. That's also our 4-year anniversary, and I really love her. God, I hope she says yes. But yeah, so I did the entire gain EXP there, and I earned about 100 and well, during gain EXP I earned 103 merits, but I went ahead and finished out the last set of merits, and so after it ended, so I still wound up getting like 124 merits or something like that. And I put a dent in, you know, these things. Like, we're completely capped on attributes, combat skills, magic skills, and other. We can't merit weapon skills yet. And then I put more into various jobs. I'm actually getting quite a few that are actually fully merited. And I look up their current job guide to see what the recommended merits are by the player base. And if they make sense, then I merit them that way. And if they don't make sense, then I merit them how I see fit. Alright, dude, here's your shield. Okay, so that's all we gotta do there, right? Okay, so now we can just go back. We can go on back. We're just gonna warp out of here and then teleport back via home point warp, because we're teleporting Chads. Yeah, at first those Abraxas kind of worried me. Like, when I was fighting them on Dark Knight, I was like, man, they're not taking like as much damage as the Golems, and the Golems are only like a level or two lower than they are. Is the level difference really making that big of a difference? And then I looked up the Rock family, or I think the wikis refer to them as greater birds or something like that. I would just call them rocks. I don't know why they call them greater birds, but whatever. And also, I don't know why I ran away from the home point warp. Force of habit, I suppose. But yeah, it turned out they had 25% resistance to Dark Knight's best weapons. So, like, to put out equal numbers to Dragoon, Dark Knight had to use everything. And I was like, well, Dragoon just sort of has to show up, so. Da-da-da-dun. Dragoon it was. And it was really fun. And then I looked up the meaning of Abraxas, because I was like, isn't that some sort of mythological thing? And it's like the Gnostic, the sect of some old verboten sect of Christianity called Gnosticism or whatever. That's basically some sort of like representation of a pagan god in alchemy. It's like a man with the head of a rooster who wields a flaying whip named Power and a shield named Wisdom, who's got serpents for legs and like rides a flying chariot pulled by like 5 flying steeds or some shit. And it's supposed to represent something like the first life and all the cosmos and the entire breadth of time. I think represented by the 365 eons or something like that. It's supposed to be a god of duality. Glory to the kingdom of Sandioria. Farewell and safe passage. Meow, 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 meow. Okay. I love how they still tell us about the ferry. They're like, nah, brah. Just because you're level 75 and rank 10 in the other 2 nations, pish, posh, pish, posh. There's no way that, you know, you just can teleport straight to Bastok. Straight to our consulate. Easiest to tack 3 ever. Swing. Ooh, hello, cutie. Lucia. Ooh. Savei Palladi. Ooh. She's kind of stern looking, and I don't really like the whole slick back hair thing. But I'd still do her. Let me tell you about Bastok's current state. Bastok has already lost several major assets to the Quadov. Palboro mines were their greatest loss. Their recent plight is akin to ours in their fight against the orcs. Only in the time prior to the Great War did the power balance shift so. I've heard a rumor that they are rallying behind a new leader. Can you believe it? Beastmen being organized? This bodes ill, I tell you. And what's worse, we are stuck here in the city of uncouth ruffians. We need to find out who or what is rallying the Beastmen, and at the same time make it look as if we are cooperating with Bastok. That's why we need you to go investigate the Palboro mines. They were once the property of Bastok, but these days, no sane Bastoker would come within a palm of it, given the choice. If it were up to us, we would want you to go to the mines right away, but we were told by the Bastok authorities that you must report to them first in order to receive authorization. I know you'd rather do without all the red tape, but bear with us and report to the Bastokan official named Pius. He can be found in the President's office. I must warn you, though, that we thought the Humes were reasonable people before we came here, but we found that this is not always the case. Their talent at making profit is incomparable, but their sense of duty is somewhat lacking. In fact, even their officials can be troublesome. For the sake of your mission success, try to be patient. They're acting like I'm like I'm like an elven Sandiorian. It's like, we thought Humes were reasonable. Ma'am, I am a Hume. Alright, Pious. Go speak with the Nalkalka named Grom. Blah 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 blah. He says the same exact thing as he said to us when we were Winderschen, but they did replace Windurst with Sandiorian. Not that I mind, it saves me the trouble of having to read. I don't know why I'm sing-songing you, viewer. Perhaps it's just easier to speak that way. Yo, Grom, tell me what's up, dog. Last time you told me how to do mithril sand. Same exact stuff, same exact stuff, same exact stuff as last time. Same exact stuff, same exact stuff, same exact stuff as last time. Except he's talking about the leader now instead of mithril sand. Sounds real suspicious. There's a strange magic circle at the deepest end of Palbora Mines. It said that whoever goes there beyond it never comes back. Sounds real suspicious, doesn't it? I'm sure you'll find your answers there. Me? Oh no, I'm never going back there. Good luck, you're gonna need it. Bump, 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 bump. That was the only thing that was different. It was the only difference. But I can dig it. Hey, that guy's wearing full Gorny over there. Although I think his feet are Askar, or whatever the 99 version of Askar is. Which... maybe he just hasn't figured out how to get enough bailed, or hasn't had the time to get enough bailed to get the Gorny +1 or whatever. A doot scoot boogie. Area, Wagrune Shrine. Or is it Wafrune Shrine? Because, like, sometimes GH can make, like, a, you know, a off... I'm going with Wagrune, because, I mean, that's how I've always said it. Plus, I mean, if you took away the W and the rune, it would just look like Og. The record time for this mission is 2 minutes 12 seconds. That record is held by Jason. Alright, Jason. Prepare for me to not break your record. Oh, hey, Ayami's fighting the Seeker. Twin Shadow Dragon. Ballin'. But what will Ayami say about it, yeah? Oh, she actually hits it. Huh. So she doesn't just leave like Semi Lafina or the two Elven Bros that we saw before. Okay, so we're level 75 and we don't give no fucks. We're just gonna jump on this and then jump on that. Oh, we didn't kill the eye with high jump. Sad panda. I don't think we broke the record. Oh well. Or maybe we did, I don't know. Yep, you're defeated by the weaklings. And Lion's nice booty comes in the shot. Yep, you missed the show again, but you can still come over here and slobber on my manhood. Yep, it sure is. Yep, it sure is all about the Shadow Lord that we're gonna fight in like 2 missions. The great hero's gone. No one can save you now, except this new great hero who's standing right there in front of me, who just kicked the shit out of me. Oh, Ayame got hurt. But see, this is another reason why Biostok is the best. and I call myself a musketeer, that I would let myself be hit like that. Thank you for helping me. I am Ayami of the Mystical Musketeers. I would be dead if it were not for you. We'd received reports of strange specimen activity in this area, so I was sent here to investigate. I didn't expect to run into that. I must go back and report. We'll meet again, adventurer. May you travel safely. God, I love her. I love Bastok. Oh, we did break the record. Sweet. We're record breakers, baby. And I guess it's just faster to warp back, right? It's like, we could run in and take the boat, but then we just have to walk back out. Because I don't think there's no books in the Metalworks, so, like, we might as well just warp ring on and get on with it, you know? Warp ring! Yeah, the guide online's like, use the boat to go back to Bastok, and it's like, nah, brah. This is my third round of nation missions. I don't need to follow that part of the guide. Swing. Inuma Runozomi. Inuna Runozomi. Saying something in Japanese related to 1-hour abilities. Do 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 do. Do you say anything, desk lady, that's really cute? Rialt's gonna write down the details of our investigation. You slew a dragon, damn. Their architecture techniques are crude. Oh. Might I remind you, too, that this crude and savage nation is rivaling Sandioria for power on this continent? Sandioria can ill afford to sit back on its past glories. Our complacence and arrogance will be our downfall. Wasn't it that kind of talk that got you sent here in the first place, regardless of the fact that you are of noble blood? Yes, you should be careful. As my grandfather used to say, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. Oh, you should talk, Shantae. Rialt, isn't it about time you were done? All done, ma'am. This concludes the Bastok part of this mission. Your mission is almost complete. You have only to return to Sandioria with your report. Glory be to Sandioria, and may you walk with honor. Well, I like her. I like her, even though she's a little stern. She's totally right, though. I mean, who gives a shit about your architecture if it works, you know? Like, how is a fucking water wheel crude architecture, though? Like, Sandiorians just got sticks up their asses. And not in the good way. Swing. We's about to get rank 3 in the Sandioria. And then we get more missions that aren't very hard at all. Because we're very high level. At least relative to the missions we're doing. And unlike those Windurst missions, they're not gonna make us run to and fro. At least not yet. Doobie doobie doo. But also, look how short the run is inside of the chateau. Shadow Lord back? That's impossible, except for the 2 times that already happened, apparently. I already have one buckaroo. Oh yeah, rank 3. That was way less cool than even the Windurst one. For some reason, I don't remember the Sandiorian one being this lame. Anywho, let's go to our chickaboo, Grilau, or whatever her name is, at the Northern Sandioria gate. Maybe she'll give us a spanking. Every time I look at my home am that I stole from my alt, I wonder if how far Calmwood could go in Limbus. Because Limbus it's got two events. It's got Apollyon and Timonos. Timonos is usually considered to be the harder of the two events. And Timonos culminates in fighting Proto Ultima. Proto Ultima weapon. And Apollyon culminates in fighting Proto Omega weapon. And they're both pretty tough, rough customers, like alliance-worthy content at 75. And they shift like damage modes, and they do special attacks that you have to like run away from and stuff. Hey baby, can I get the Devoy report? I think is the one we want. No. That's the one we did earlier. We're gonna have to trade some crystals to Enchanter here. Alright, Enchanter, here, have 2 crystals. Alright, Grillau. Infiltrate Devoy. Prince Treon was asking, wants a word with me, huh? Head to the chambers of Prince Treon inside Chateau de Oragil as soon as you're presentable. Very well, very well. Do. Swing, 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 swing. That is a fancy coat she's wearing. I wish I could just jump straight to Raketon and go back to being best of kin. So, yeah, Treon's room is in the north. Man, does that make him an ill omen? Word. Prince Royal's room. His name's not Royal, it's Treon. Basically, he's just congratulating us and being surprised at how competent we are. And now he wants us to go to Devoy. Kamari Khan, huh? That's the guy that's always running back and forth slightly to the west before you get to the high level 40 orcs or whatever, mid level 40 orcs. Easy peasy. It's funny, the guide's like, make sure you take prism powders or a source of invisible. Be very careful when you drop your invisibility to talk to Kamari Khan. It's like, okay, that's obviously like stuff from back in the day for first timers. Like, I shouldn't get mad or short with a guide when it's giving good advice to new people. Because that's the way they try to write these guides. It's like, we're writing them for someone who's never done the mission before. But even looking at it in that lens, sometimes they are very obtuse. Norvalin. Oh wait. We need the book actually. So we gotta go back to our gate. Cause that's where the books are. In Sandioria. 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 Doop boop boop doop doop boop doop. Novalin, please. Devoid, please. All Mog tablets have been currently found. You may teleport to Devoid at no charge. Yeah, I didn't even realize the Mog tablets had like gone away, and they came back while I was EXPing. And we got Thrifty Transit, Boundary Buster, and Bountiful Bazaar. And Bountiful Bazaar is like there's no bazaar tax no matter where you're selling stuff, or something like that. Oh, it's Rochiphone and Vodoram. You're looking for a special sword. I must inquire with my sister. At her coming of age, she learned all there was to know of that sword from our father. Nuisance. Will you lend me a hand, Vodoram? I know my sister has left something for me, and I intend to find it. Is he like... If he's working with Vodoram, who's with the Aterraphone, is he like Tavnasian? Is he like... Does that make him like the cousin to like Prince Treon and Prince Puge or something? And I guess Clady as well? I really don't remember who this guy is, but like... The way he said sister's coming of age and whatnot, you know, it wasn't like he was talking about her becoming an adult. Just an adult, it was like her coming of age to like take over a house or something. Also, did they spell nuisance right? I thought it had 2 S's. Maybe I'm just thinking of puissance, but whatever. Anyway, Kamarikond is just across this bridge over here. It's a really, really easy mission. That's all we gotta do is go to Kamarikond and talk to him, and he'll give us a key item. And then we go back to Prince Treon. And then we karate chop all the bitches. Hey, Kamarikond, tell me shit. Deep into void, the Royal Knight Bernal and his Tartar companion are waiting for our assistance. You must make haste and deliver that report to Prince Treon. Damn, Bernal and Agile Gadjal or whatever they're never fucking getting out of there, dude. We've run into them in the course of nation missions 3 times. The first time to have Agile Gadjal or whatever his name is, Sajal Gadjal, I don't remember. He made us the Crimson Orb, or helped us, you know, make the Crimson Orb so we could enter Monastic Cavern. Although I think that was more for our level limit break. But then we ran into him again with the Windurst missions. Now we run into him, well, didn't run into him, but we're seeing mention of him being stuck in the center of Devoy. And Sandy missions. I'm sure the Sandy missions are going to have us go to Monastic Cavern as well. And not just for the Magicite, whenever we get that far again. Swing. Maybe I should change my home point to one of the home points in Sandy to make warping back a little faster. I don't know. In this age, it wouldn't really be all that faster, but if it were back in the day, I would definitely have my home point set to Sandioria so I could warp back. Because back in the day, even if you weren't a black mage, there were items still that you could use to warp. Not the warp ring, but there was warp cudgels, which was an item, like a literal club that had 30 charges, and you just equip it in either hand and wait 30 seconds to use it, and then it's like a once a day use thing. It's like once every 18 hours, once every 20 hours or something. And then there was the instant warp scrolls. And then there was obviously death warping. But also, warp is like level 17, so you could just sub black mage. But using warp to go back to your home point was a travel saver. Like, save you half a, you know, half the portion of fetch or whatever. So. A boot, scoot, boogie. Hey look, someone else is doing Sandiorian missions, possibly. And they're a Master Level 4 Blue Mage. And they're Japanese. Their title is Love is Alive. Do you believe in love after life after love? Dun, dun, dun. We need the Temple Knights as well. Well, they're already out there, bro. Where are Puge and Karilla? Calmwind, your mission is over. Thank you. Bum, 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 bum. Yay! Now we can probably do the one where we go to Juno and find the ambassador and get rank 4 again. At least we're getting paid, right? Like we get Gil every time we rank up or whatever. Although actually it says that the next mission we do can't be done if we get to rank 10. So we should do it right now for the row objective. Otherwise we won't ever be able to complete the row objective. Although it's not required for the bonuses we get for getting rank 10. Let's see. Talk to Gate Guard to accept the mission. Buy or fish up a crystal bass. Trade the crystal bass to the Gate Guard. Enter Chateau d'Argyle for a cutscene. Talk to Shovel Tote inside the chateau for a cutscene. Afterwards, the mission is complete. Okay. Well, I don't mind. Sounds pretty simple. Just basically go here, do that. As long as we can get the fish from the auction house, though. If we can't get the fish from the auction house, we're just gonna have to skip it. Because the fish is like a level 35 fish or something like that. So I don't think we can fish it up. Or it says it caps at fishing rank 35 or whatever. So let's see. So would it be no, not in furnishings? Gotta wait for the list to load now. Would fish be under food? Yeah, I guess so. We're looking for a crystal bass. Surely someone fishes them up and sells them at an exorbitant price. Oh, that's actually not even an exorbitant price. How about that? Maybe people be getting them from the Goblin Daily Box or whatever. That woman is got Archangel Elvin's shield. I wish I had that shield. Alright. And we could talk to the gate guards here to speed this up a little bit, but I only want to talk to Grillau because all these BG Wiki guides are like, every single mission so far has been like the gate guards in Sandioria. There are 2 in southern Sandioria and also 1 in northern Sandioria, and it's just like, why are you listing this, first of all? Because, like, we know where gate guards are for this far. Second of all, why do you keep listing Grillau last? Come on, man. Come on, list her first. List her first. Ladies first, man. They just don't want any other new adventurers macking on their cutie pie. But I know better. I know where the cutie pies are. I know how to mac on them. Mainly because they're NPCs and they can't tell me I'm disgusting creep. But I feel it on the inside anyway. Hard to believe that I want to get married, right? 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 There are no women on the internet, only grills. The Crystal Spring. Welcome back. I have an important mission for you. The recently land is eroding due to crystal formation, and it's getting worse. Tell me more. There's a small spring on the eastern edge of Jugna Forest called Crystal Water Spring. We must know what effect crystal formation has on the wildlife there. I want you to get me a fish from the spring, and not just any fish. You need to get a crystal bass. That is all. You'll take the mission then? I accept. That reminds me, have you any fishing gear? You'll need some for this mission. There are people about that know a thing or two about fishing should you need help finding and choosing your gear. Okay, you accept the mission. So we accept the mission. And since we already have the crystal bass, here you go. Here's Johnny. Hello there. Now's not the time for the mission. Chateau d'Orgueil has been visited by bandits. You must make haste to Chateau d'Orgueil. Find Lady Corilla, General of the Temple Knights. Whoa, okay. So I guess this is the reason you can't do this at rank 10, because it's all wrapped up by then. Enter Chateau d'Orgueil for a cutscene. Aww, yeah. How much you want to bet the Rochifone and Vaudraim are the bandits? And I bet Rochiphone's gonna be like, my sister is in the chateau. And it's gonna be either Clady or Corilla or something, maybe. I don't know. I don't remember this mission. I'm pretty sure back in the day I skipped every optional mission. I skipped just because, like, oh, it's optional. Don't have to do it. Don't have to waste my time. Okay, skip. Crystals, crystals, crystals. Skippy, skippy, skippy. So you're saying nothing was actually taken? That's right, Lord Halver. I can see ransacking our treasure vaults, but the chambers of loot. One d'Orgueil, what could they have been after? The chambers are as they were when the queen passed away. Might she have left something of importance? Her jewelry all went untouched. It is possible that the thieves mistook the queen's chambers for another room. However, it has come to my attention that a copy of the castle floor plans has been circulating outside the castle. If the thieves possess these floor plans, then perhaps they have motives other than stealing just treasure. Or other than just stealing treasure. That may be true, but even with a copy of the castle floor plans, it would take a skilled thief indeed to hide from all the guards in the chateau. And according to the gardener, our visitors were a party of 2 elven. Uh-oh, and there's the evil pope. Grimacing evilly. Please be at ease, your holiness. The Temple Knights have determined that the thieves stole nothing from the chateau. Preposterous. If so, why did the thieves enter in the first place? Maybe the queen had something hidden. Pardon me, your holiness, but what do you mean by something? If I knew, I wouldn't be asking you, but thieves would not enter without a purpose. Of course, your holiness. I will order the Temple Knights to continue their investigation and have them inform you if they find anything. I should be waiting for your report. Not even the goddess Altana will forgive such a crime. Dude, you know Jack and Dick about Altana. And Jack left town. Inquire with the gardener. He is the only one who saw the thieves. He may tell you something of importance. Very well, very well. The gardener is in the garden. It's to the west. It's labeled Central Garden because we have a map. Doobie doobie doo. Look at that cutie. Her name is Nacho. She fits snugly in that scale mail. That Centurion scale mail. Everyone always be talking shit about Bastok, but everyone be wearing their armor. The Sandiarian Temple Knights and stuff, and the Gate Guards and stuff, they wear Centurion scale mail. And then all the Juno Guards wear Iron Musketeer cuirass. Prince Treon himself wears the Iron Musketeer cuirass. And it's made out of cermet. So I guess it makes sense. Highest quality metal you can find and also light of weight. Oh, I know you. You're that adventurer Calm Wind. You want to know about the thieves that broke into the Queen's chambers? Well, I didn't see anything special. All I saw was two suspicious-looking elven. When I yelled at them, they ran off. That'd be all. But I swear I seen me one before, the one with blue armor. Shalvato, what has happened in my mother's chambers? When I went to give some water to the flowers, I passed by some temple guards. I'm so sorry, Your Highness. Last night, some thieves broke into the late Queen's chambers. And to make matters worse, the scoundrels are still on the loose. But what has become of the once mighty Chateau d'Oragil? I do not know what to say. I'm a super hot elven with a gigantic braid. I knew something was wrong when I found my mother's diary in a strange place. Your Highness, you say you saw something out of the ordinary? Shalvato, something is amiss. Could you please come to my chambers later? Farewell, Sir Calmwind. May you find the thieves that disgrace our great kingdom. Uh-oh, she doesn't want to speak about it in front of us, but she knows what's going down. It's totally... I'm sure you can put two and two together, but Rochaphone and Valderrame totally visited, and they totally... Oh, no, I don't want to do your quest, man. Oh. Okay, man. I just wanted to see if you had any other dialogue related to my mission. Chunks of Durfland humus. Okay. Sure, why not? If I ever actually get it, I'll bring it back to you. Sure, why not? I'm not gonna get it on camera though, and I'm not gonna go get it right now because it has nothing to do with rank missions. That's kind of one of the beautiful things though about games that have quests that have no quest markers. You can pick up a quest, and if you are not actually interested in doing it, you never have to do it unless it like blocks off, you know, entry to a place or to another quest. And you can just like forget about it completely and then do it whenever it becomes pertinent. And there's no marker on the screen constantly reminding you. There's like, it's in our journal, but we like to access our journal in this game, we have to go through two submenus. So it's just sort of like eh. I'm glad we did that quest though, because we got to see another cutscene with Clady. And Clady is fucking hot, man. Of course, I mean, she's an elven princess, so what do you expect? But like, damn. Damn. Alright, Northern Sandioria, home point place. Doobie doobie doo, doobie doobie doo, doobie doo, doobie doo, doobie doo doo doo, ba doobie doo. Northern Sandioria, can I go ahead and get the appointment to Juno mission? Yes, I can. Do you accept the mission? Hell yeah. Go back to the chateau. Do. It's just like all the other stuff. But the chateau doesn't have a 2-minute climb, so I love it more than Windurst. A doobie doo, a doobie doobie doo. People are gonna ask me if I smoked a doobie. I've actually never smoked marijuana. The hardest drugs I've ever done is nicotine and alcohol. And I never got addicted to smoking, mainly because it tastes bad. But even e-cigarettes and vaping, just not for me. I had asthma growing up, so just not for me. Alcohol, on the other hand, I do indulge myself in that at least a few times a month. You will receive a letter of introduction to Juno from His Majesty Royale Destin himself. Great honor this is. Proceed through the door to the audience chamber. The king is waiting for you. Remember to mind protocol. You have been granted an audience with the king. Ooh, look at Arsha. I don't want to proceed into the audience chamber. I'd like to take you to my Moogle house. And would just tell the Moogle to get lost for a day. You know what I'm saying? Break that bronze bed in. Oh, that's cute. Two guys wearing level 40 armor. Welcome, Calm Wind. I am Destin, King of Sandoria. Please be at ease. I heard of you from Clady. Much have you done for the kingdom, it seems. As I am sure Lord Halver has told you, we decided to appoint you to serve in the embassy of Sandoria at Juno. Recently, we lost one of our staff there, but do not be alarmed, for you shall serve under my direct appointment. Take that letter of introduction with you and depart for Juno. The embassy has been informed, and it is expecting you. Show the letter to any of the staff there. Depart as soon as you are able. So that's what the King Destin looks like. That's Treon and Puge's father. Safe journeys, Calm Wind. Much more likable than the Star Sibyl. Might even be a tad more likable than Karsh. The president of Bastok, that is. Yeah, I don't love Bastok for its leader. I mean, he's okay. He's leagues beyond the Star Sibyl. The Star Sibyl can go get fucked in the ass with the pine cone. But President Karsh, he says a few cool lines here or there at least. He seems to be a good leader, so he gets a B minus or a B plus or something. We going to Juno now. We going to Juno now. Do 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 do. And it's the same thing as before. We go to Juno. We go through the doors in our embassy. And they tell us to go places and do things in Delkfoot's tower. And we already have the Delkfoot key. So it'll be very speedy. I'm here to be the ambassador assistant dude. Uh-huh. Yep. Her? Oh man, the ambassador is a girl. Elven female. Oh, hello again, identical twin. If I were to lock style the Iron Musketeer's armor set, I could literally look exactly like Wolfgang. And again, Mom Burrow shows up just to let us know that yet again, another ambassador has a rare affliction. How rare could it be if all three ambassadors fucking have it? There's gotta be something wrong with the water in Juno or some shit. Either that or Mom Burrow's scamming him to make some extra money so he can buy Wolfgang an engagement ring. I walk around with my midriff exposed and Wolfgang just doesn't notice. The rest of the Let's Play will involve scat beatboxing. Thanks for playing. Lower Delphi's Tower. I already told you the stop sign story. What could I tell you this time? I'm pretty sure I'm fucking out of stories, so I'm struggling for words to find. Nah, I still got more stories, I think. I've probably at least mentioned most all of them, like, offhandedly, just, like, while running through whatever came into my mind, because I'm very much, like, I'm not reading from a script or anything, right? Like, there's no fucking planning, and if you thought there was, then you're a fool. An extra crispy fool. I'm literally just winging it, baby. Except for the occasional minor edit here or there. Although I'm thinking about, since I actually hit 100 subscribers, I'm thinking about doing like a subscriber special, maybe one of the videos that I was already planning to do is show off every mythic weapon skill, which requires doing every, switching jobs 20 times and doing the weapon skills. And for a video like that, I would want to do each weapon skill in a different location if possible, or at the very least on a different monster, just to try to showcase them as best as possible, but also show them, like, like, show off some of the game at the same time. And I guess I would turn, like, game music down all the way and, like, sound effects up all the way or something. And I don't know which door we go to, but I'm going to try the closest one again. Last time it was the furthest one for Windurst. Okay, so the closest one was actually Bastocks. But back when we did this the first time, it wasn't the closest one because we came from the elevator or whatever the fuck, so... Sermit door, dynamite, Sermit door. Where's the babe? Oh, poor babe. Let's wake her up with a smooch. Tell her she's Sleeping Beauty. Jima, or Jimma? I'm gonna say Jima. Oh, you were also hit in the back of the head. When we meet again at the embassy, do you want to do some, Make a little love in the club? Do you remember my first climb up Delphi's Tower in this Let's Play, viewer? I do. Goblins killed the shit out of me. It was beautiful. fun. I'm getting tired because it's past 5 a.m. Because I had a bowl of ramen with soft-boiled eggs. I soft-boiled the eggs myself. I've gone full weeaboo. But it's okay because my friend Ghislaine approved. He said, I'm Asian and I approve of this. Of you cooking your own soft-boiled eggs. And I was like, sweet. I finally got the 1337 AZN recognition. Despite the fact that I'm a poor white boy. Oh wait, we want you now. I know where I'm going. I'm totally focused. Boop boop wee doop. Man. I'm yawning up a storm. I'll probably make it a cyclone, despite the fact that I'm in the northern hemisphere. And also the western hemisphere. Come, proceed to her office. So glad to see me. Now enough formalities. I'm gonna blow you, Calm Wind. Okay, rank up is nice too. But I would still totally take blowies. The time has come, and so have I. Alright. So... next mission is Magicite again. Are you ready to see the Northlands Expedition cutscenes yet again, dear viewer? I'm ready to see the Northlands cutscenes again. Ha ha. Ha 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 ha. How many crystals? 4 crystals, it says. There you go. It says, to flag the mission, click the door Sandorian Embassy in your city's embassy in Rulude Gardens for the Archducal Audience Permit. This makes me glad that the embassy official for Sandioria is a woman, because I was sad that I wouldn't be able to talk to Grillau to get my mission. But we'll be able to talk to Grillau to get our mission again someday. Someday. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow. But someday. Thank you for coming, Calm Wind. And you didn't come on my face this time, so I'm extra thankful. You accept the mission. You accept the mission Vio. She comes with a Wookiee. Oh no, I can't do a Wookiee roar. Or growl or noise. Are you ready to see Malgofar and the other fucker and the guy we killed in Rise of the Zillart Mission 8? Or was it Mission 12? Either way, we killed him before. You're dead. You're a dead man, Camlano. We've killed you twice over. We also killed that guy, that kid twice over. He's not really a kid. He's a 10,000-year-old male lolly, which I guess is called a Shoda or something. Blah, blah, blah. Shadow Lord. Blah, blah, blah. Magicite. Wah, wah. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, wah. Wah, 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 wah. A moment, please. My name is Malgofar. Yes, I should slap my mother for naming me such a stupid thing. Mm-hmm. 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 Okie dokie. Thank you, Malgofar. Alright, now we're gonna go talk to Aldo again, so he can also pretend not to know who we are, even though he knows damn well who we are. And he can tell us, "Ooh, well, I'm sure you could get the help of other adventurers." And we can be like, "Yeah," and then teleport straight to the Magicites and see the Shadow Lord's ghost pop up after, like, however many minutes of cutscenes it takes. A boot, scoot, boogie. A boot, scoot, boogie. Yep, I'm the new diplomatic attaché. You totally haven't talked to me twice before about this. You totally haven't done Rise of the Zillart with me yet either, Aldo. They wiped your memory for national security too, apparently. Yeah, I don't think they really handled the idea of doing all the nation missions, well. Not even for the time. I think they could have done a better job with this, honestly. Like, in all honesty, they probably should have just had mission 4, like the rank 4 mission and the rank 5 mission, if you'd already done them in another nation. That should be recognized by all 3 nations. You know, the fact that you found out the Shadow Lord came back, why he came back, and you stopped him. Like, that should just be a thing that you're done with. And every time you get to rank 4, you should just be able to instantly rank up twice to 6. If you'd already done it once. But such was not the Final Fantasy XI way. So I guess we'll go to Cooling Dome first. And then Austrasia. But we need to use the books, don't we? Ugh. Here I am running all the way to the home point at Lower Juno's exit for no reason. Wasting precious minutes. Wasting precious minutes. Fuck it. Let's just go to the books in Sandioria. One teleport's as good as any other. We're gonna zone once, and then we're gonna zone again. Teleporting. Theoretically, though, this time we shouldn't run into those weird beastmen that want us to do those weird quests that require you to have, like, ridiculously high crafting for whatever reason. We want to go towards the torches. Towards the torches, towards the torches. A boot scoot boogie. Yeah, I'll have more to talk about, like, when we do other storyline missions that aren't nation missions, or when we get deeper into the Sandiorian missions and there's more to react to. But I'm sure you could probably tell I'm pretty sick and tired of missions 4 and 5. On the other hand, it is kind of nice to know exactly what to do. It could be worse. But it could also be better. Let's go ahead and call our Wyvern. I think as long as we don't switch jobs, every time we exit a city now, the Wyvern stays called as long as it's not killed and comes to us. And that lets the call Wyvern counter clock down. Yeah, I actually got full merits in Dragoon now, and I don't think I did the exact approved stuff for the guide, but okay, yeah, I did. Well, except, well, I did high jump recast, or jump recast instead of spirit link recast. But I can always switch that later if I need to. Wait, hey, you're not supposed to... Fuck off, dude. I don't want to see your face. I don't care about this quest. Well, we'll never have to come back to Cullen Dome, as far as I'm aware. So, cool. Cool. Anyway. I also learned today that there's quests for Records of Eminence. There's like a quest chain for Records of Eminence for having done like multiple different Records of Eminence objectives. And it's like there's a quest where like you get for having done like literally every Records of Eminence objective at least once or something. And I was like, dude, that's fucking insane. Do you get anything cool for it? And it's like, nah, not really. Alright, prepare to see Raugrim and Cornelia and Ulrich and Quadevs and Gay Mithra Sex. No, wait, that's porn from eons ago. Finally, we can compete with Sandioria for power. What's the matter, Babin? Lord Raugrim, we found the Quadev Temple in the mines as you suspected. I could not stop them. Dun 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 dun. Cornelia and Raugrim and Ulrich. They're the best of friends. That's actually an egg room in Budew. Oh hey, look. How does Castle Zaval exist in this cutscene if Raugrim was not the Shadow Lord yet? Because the history of Castle Zaval is that it was built by the Gigas after the Shadow Lord came to power. Doot 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 doot. There goes Cornelia. No! I feel for you, Raugrim, I really do. But this is like the 12th time in my life that I've seen that cutscene. And I'm pretty done with it, if you know what I'm saying. So, you know. But anyway, warp ring, getting us out of here, taking us back to Bastock, where we belong. We're going to go and put on a thong. No, I'm just kidding. I don't own any thongs. And neither does my girlfriend, actually. She has some sexy underwear and some lacy underwear, but she doesn't have any thongs. At least as far as I know. But, lacy underwear is good enough for me. In fact, I'd rather she just take them off. But, you know, whatever. So, next up, what, Castle Ostroja? Castle Ostroja, same order as last time, same order as last time, same order as last time, since it doesn't matter. Down at an English fair, one evening I was there, when I heard the showman shouting underneath the glare. I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts, diddle-a-dee, there they are, standing in a bunch. Big ones, small ones, some as big as your head. Give 'em a twist, a flick of the wrist, that's what the showman said. I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts, diddle-a-dee. I've completely run out of commentary, and I can't carry a tune. If you hear some jostling, I've started using my under the desk cycle to help keep my weight down. I'm only slightly overweight. I weigh about 192, but that's pretty overweight for me. I'm only 5'9". Oh god, I'm burping on camera again. This is just not my night. Kajuz. Hello, Kajuz. Level 60 Red Mage with a Kingdom Akaton. But wait, how do you have a Kingdom Akaton, but you're only level 60? Cause you got they've got the title Curing Captivator. Okay, so they're just leveling Red Mage here for whatever reason. Maybe the coffer. Oh, doot, scoot, boogie. Okay, we want to go up, up, and around. Up, up, and around. So that we can go down. And our faithful Wyvern Hien is following behind us so steadily. Imagine flying slower than your footbound person just so that you can follow them. I'm sure he could fly faster than we could run if he really tried. A bebop, a rebop, a rhubarb pie. What do you think of Castle Ostroja, the 8 billionth time you've seen it, viewer? I always think it looks like it's made out of weird clay mud, and that it's actually not a very good looking place. It kind of triggers the same thoughts in me as like the color yellow. It annoys me. I spent so much time here over the years camping the Ochamusha Kote and the Saratobi Kyohan. I spent years camping them when they were also just rare items that you could sell. The Ochiudo's Kote and the Fuma Kyohan. And I never got them then. I never got them to drop then, I mean. And it wasn't until this character that I got them to drop. And the only way I got them to drop was like double-digit kills while leveling jobs here in the early mid-30s. At the same time. That's what I did earlier in the Let's Play. I would EXP in their spawn rooms here until the job could no longer get EXP. And then I would come down here to EXP on the Izugudos to try to farm my ninjutsu scrolls for like Keiton Ni and the other Ni spells. Elemental wheel spells, that is. I think they drop a couple of the Ichi spells down here too. You can also get some white magic and some bard songs down here. It's much better than paying the overpriced amount on the auction house. One thing I hate about modern Final Fantasy XI is just the efficiency experts have been in charge of all the guide writing and all of the like player-based optics for so long that unless you're like dealing with like a channel like Hunting for Games or someone that isn't like super serious in the game, all the efficiency experts are like, yeah, just level to 99 on day 1 and immediately jump into doing ambuscade, get all your gear as quickly as possible, and start your long relic grind because you really have no excuse not to. And it's just like, dude, people coming in have no frame of reference for why they need to go fast and why they need to like completely annihilate the game. Please, please slow down. Please let people just enjoy it the way they want to as they come in. And that's what winds up happening anyway, because, again, people have no frame of reference, and so they just play it the way it seems to work, which is with trusts. And faster than it ever used to be, but still, like, slow and clunky by today's standards. For, by other game standards. But, like, I go to look at the guide for jobs to see which merits I want to get. You can merit a job at 75. That's when you can merit a job. That's the earliest you can merit it. Merits should show up early in a job guide, in my opinion. And about half the time, they do. Half the time, people write in the guides, it's like, oh, they put merits like right near the top. It's like the third thing they talk about. Here's the good merits, here's the bad merits. Oh look, it's the Star Sibyl. We know all about this already. There's no mystery here for us. She's talking to Karahabaraha about him fucking with Fenrir. We know all about it. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Uh-huh. Oh look, it's this scene again. Where Ajito Marajito starts to question the truth. I still don't know why the Magicite shows us this cutscene. I guess they really wanted to drum up interest in the present-day Winder storyline, because they were really proud of writing it or something. I mean, it was like a decent storyline as far as things go. But, you know, it's really undercut by the humor of the Taru Taru and the Star Sibyl being completely unlikable, in my opinion. Karaha Baruha, do everything for me! Star Sibyl couldn't lead her way out of a crowded booth at Denny's. But see, that had nothing to do with the Northlands expedition. That was all like Winder's storyline for the modern era. I guess the Final Fantasy XI writers back in the day, they were really proud of the Winder storyline. It's like, we're gonna show this to every motherfucker that does this Magicite mission every single time they do it. But what if they already did the Winder missions completely? Fuck it, we'll show it to them again and remind them how good it was. And I'm just here thinking, nah, brah. Like, so far I'm far more intrigued and far more interested and far more captivated by either Bastok or Sandioria's storyline. I don't give a fuck about summoning or Fenrir or the Cardians. I mean, it was nice to know stuff, and I did appreciate getting to know like Pururu and Ajito and like see that all again. I didn't absolutely hate it, but you know, there's a reason I did it second this time around instead of last. I knew it was going to take a long time, and I knew I wanted to get it the fuck out of the way. Oh. But there's better storylines coming than these nation missions. Like, once we're done with these nation missions, we're gonna feel great. We're gonna like go back to being Bastoken, so we're gonna feel at home in our own skin again. And then we're gonna do a Crystalline Prophecy finally. And then after Crystalline Prophecy, we're gonna do a Moogle Coup d'etat. And after a Moogle Coup d'etat, we're gonna do a Shantato Ascension, because that's the order those add-ons came out in. And those are all basically side stories that are very short and like self-contained, as far as I remember. And I've got stories about each one of them, although, except for a Crystalline Prophecy, most of them are pretty short. But I'm also pretty sure I told the story that Crystalline Prophecy relates to. I could tell it right now again if I wanted to, but meh. I'd rather go back to humming and singing and thinking about asses. Big booty girls. That's what elven women are. Even Clady. Maybe even especially Clady. New challenge, vanquish beasts. I don't know a good place to vanquish beasts. Well, actually, no, never mind. Yeah, I do. Manticores are beasts. So up near the, I guess if I was gonna take that one on to do it, to try to get as many sparks as possible, I would do it up near the Cloister of Gales. The only downside to fighting men of course is they do riddle and cut you and your trust's MP down to zilch. But that doesn't matter for Shantato 2 or for Bard trusts. So like, or for melee trust really, it just matters for your healers. They don't hit as hard as the rocks either, and I don't think they're the same level. I think they're a lower level than the rocks I was fighting anyway. It'd be a pretty good place. You'd see dips in speed and performance whenever they used Heat Breath as their first TP move if you weren't killing them fast enough. And you'd also get kind of a little bit of a shock or fright every time they did riddle. But I don't know, if they die faster than the rocks in Lufay's, it'd be a pretty good target for EXP, honestly. They've got Great Whirlwind that like blinds your party, but the rocks have that too, in a different form. They've got Deadly Hold, which is a really strong physical move, but it's single target. You can block it with a use of Semi-Shadow or a Sangan Third Eye. They've got Heat Breath, which is only dangerous at high HP. And other than that, I don't really remember. I don't think they have really much anything else TP move-wise. Now look, it's people who actually matter to the Northlands expedition. It's Frank Mage. It's the previous Pope, Muchavat. Even though they have the same exact model and facial features, that Pope, the Pope that's in this flashback, is Muchavat, who's the Pope that was mentioned in Chains of Promathia, who died after learning the truth about, like, the Gates of Paradise and stuff from Mildarion. Go be a frenemy to our allies, Frank Mage. An heir, perhaps. Dun 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 dun. That means Treon's almost 30. That means Treon's younger than I am in real life. Oh my god, I'm old. I'm old! Yeah, the current Pope is the evil Pope, and the current Pope is named Shamand. But that was Muchavat, who was a good Pope. Even though they look exactly the same. There's Iru Kiru. I think Rabantah has only been mentioned a handful of times. She's like the one person in the Northlands expedition that's like sort of just along for the ride, as far as I can tell. Which is kind of sad. Makes her the most tragic one. She's like, okay, I'm just following orders. I'm escorting Iru Kiru or whatever. Keeping an eye on these Humes and this Galka and this Elven and... ah, shit. Now I'm soul shackled to Dynamis forever. Blah, blah, blah. Did you kill him on purpose, Ulrich? It wasn't an accident, was it? Shut up, Elvin. We're going back. Meow, 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 meow. Look at my angry eyebrows. And then he dies in the prison. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Or something like that. Do-do-do-do. I wonder if Curacao is still down there guarding the Bostonneau Oubliette. Thank God this is the last time we have to see this cutscene. At least as far as I know. I know nothing. Sir Frank Mage? What if it's said Franck Mage or something like that because they're French-ass bastards? Alright, now Lion, show up. Alright, yep. Hi, Lion. You're just in time to see the Spirit of the Shadow Lord. Again. What could they possibly want with it? Doodle-doodle-doodle-doodle-doodle-doo. Revive the Shadow Lord, duh. Gonna revive the Shadow Lord. The Shadow Lord. The Shadow Lord. Gonna revive the Shadow Lord. Exactly like they did. I do love the model for the Shadow Lord, though. He's very cool, very memorable. It's kind of funny that he gets pointy ears, though. He's a Galka, but he's got pointy ears now. He's like, I like those elven pointy ears. I'm morphing them onto my body. But then he was like, I don't like having ass cheeks or a tail, so I'm gonna morph those off of my body. Meanwhile, Lion's like, I've got enough ass cheeks for the both of us. And this short skirt's barely containing them. Aw, yeah. Ballin'. But our warprint's not back up yet. Oh no. But I guess it'll be back up before we could ever get out of here, so. Not that bad. Not that bad. And then we just teleport back to Rulud. We give it to the Archduke. Bam, rank 5. Then we go back to our embassy. Then they tell us to go home using the airship. But then we teleport because it's 2022. Almost 2023. But we're almost over the hump again. We won't get over the hump in this video, but yeah, the start of the next video is going to be beating up the Archlich, then beating up the Shadow Lord, and this time I'm just going to fuck him with Trust immediately. Not even going to try to flex on him with Dragoon because of how it went last time on Ranger, with having to, you know, back out because, oh snap, he's immune to even magic damage during physical immunity because True Flight is a weapon skill or some bullshit. So. Geomancer AF sure looks weird. But I guess at least it stands out. Doot, doot, doot. A doot, scoot, boogie. In we go to talk to a dead man and show him our shiny rock collection. And he's all like, good job, man. Time to kill the beastman. Since you already have an airship, pass, please accept this insist. May you spend it wisely. His 3 stones are incomplete, but the powers of the 4th stone that rests beneath the castles of all, perhaps the Shadow Lord will rise again. Kara Aiolio. Aiolio! Aiolio! Yoli! Yolio! Yolio! Man, they've been one step ahead of us 3 times in a row. You need to get your shit together, Kamala, now and stop being a dead guy. 20,000 gil. Meow, 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 meow. That will cover like half the cost for switching back to Bastok, since Bastok is in 1st place. But we won't be able to switch back until we get rank 10. But we're halfway there. Halfway there. Halfway there. Oh my god, the king's been attacked. Leave your hot ambassador and go back to the thingy. Our beloved Sandioria is in danger! Take this to the court in her stead. Take the airship. I'll remain and do what I can. So, now we go on back to Sandioria, to the chateau. I think. The ruins of Fayen. The ruins of Fayen. Head to Chateau d'Oragil for a cutscene. A doot, scoot, boogie. After the cutscene, you must speak with Halver before you can continue. Visit a gate guard and accept the mission, because fuck you, that's why. Do not proceed with this mission without getting the key item, otherwise you will be unable to participate in the fight that you have the key item to even enter. Okay, cool beans. I guess people who do Sandiorian missions are dumb or something? I don't know. Yeah, this all cap section in the guide here. It wasn't in the other nations. Hello, Calmwind. You've rushed back from Juneau upon hearing the news, right? Well, we've taken care of the bandits already. Well, Halver is exaggerated again with talk of a botched assassination. What could he mean by the king falling unconscious? Surely he is not calling adventurers to the chateau over such nonsense. Such brigands cannot stand before the might of the Temple Knights. His whisperings dishonor our nation. Do you not agree? Carilla, are you there? Oh, it's the king. Yes, your majesty. Ah, very good. Your leadership was exemplary, as always. Thanks to you, I may focus on my duties. You're too kind, your majesty. However, Carilla, there seems to be something you overlooked. Your majesty? During the uproar, somebody made off with the talisman. The talisman, your majesty? Not the ones that keeps the Shadow Lord imprisoned? The very one. We were visited by an infiltrator while our eyes were on the brigands. So the intruders were but a decoy. I suspected them so. And who might know of the talisman's existence, even among Sandiorians? Your Majesty, I fear someone bent on bringing the Shadow Lord back from his exile did this. Before we track down the infiltrator, first we must thwart their sinister plot. Halver, let us decide on a plan of action. Carilla, be not disheartened. By no means was this your fault. Call off the alert and return to your regular duties. Well, Calmwind, your help is needed yet again. Halver will convey my orders soon enough. Remember, you have our thanks. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Don't talk about this to anyone. Okay. What do you say, pal? But we're gonna have to go ahead and stop there for now. Next time we'll open up with getting the mission from the Hot Babe Gurlau at the Northern Sandiorian Gate, and we will continue slaughtering the Sandiorian missions, which I feel like are gonna all be shorter than the Windurst missions. Thank God. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed my sing-songing stupidity. Stay safe and have a great day.